What's up YouTube, it's Philo here. Today I wanted to celebrate the 15-year anniversary of the Nintendo Wii. It's been 15 years since it first launched in North America, and I wanted to talk about how I actually got one on launch day and some of my favorite memories of playing this kind of weird system. Leading up to the launch, it was originally called the Nintendo Revolution, and I thought this is such a great name for this system. Nintendo Revolution, that just sounds so awesome. So at E3 2006, when they finally said, no, Revolution was just the temporary code name. It's actually called Wii. My first thought was, really? Like, Wii? That's what you're going to call your video game system? W-I-I? I think most people just kind of ridiculed the name pretty quickly. It was pretty bad and cheesy sounding compared to the Revolution. But somehow now, if you just mention the Wii, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, like you're totally used to the name. Kind of odd, but if you actually think about the name, it's pretty weird. So I made a video a couple months ago about how I picked up the PS3 on launch day, and I also actually got the Xbox 360 on that launch day as well. So in terms of the 7th generation of video games, I got all three the day they came out. This right here is my box for Nintendo Wii that I got on launch day. It's a little dirty. There's some dings up here and there. Whatever, it happens after 15 years. But I still have it. For some reason, I don't have my launch Xbox 360 box, but I do have this one still. Wii Sports is the game that was included. Besides Wii Sports, of course, I also picked up The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, a great game. If you haven't played that one yet, I definitely encourage you to. It's a lot of fun. And of course, while I have the box, I do have my original Wii system here. So check out my Wii right here. It looks like every other Wii. And I remember thinking when it first turned it on, how cool it was that it has like LED around the disc part. Is it really that cool? I don't know, really gimmicky. And it would like light up when you had messages. So my friend Joe and I would send each other messages because he bought one on launch day as well. And I'd just sit there and wait for the blue to turn on and be like, yes, Nintendo has online now. And it's going to be great. It wasn't. But I'm going to focus on the good parts of Wii today. In case you didn't know, it is also backwards compatible with the GameCube. So you could have 4 GameCube controllers and GameCube memory cards. You can stick right in there, and you can play, I think, pretty much every GameCube game works on the Wii. Also, you could put in SD cards, of which I guess I have one in here. That is, wow, 1 entire gigabyte. That's a lot. Actually, I probably put quite a few games on this, and I'm sure Ocarina of Time's on that, and a handful of others that I bought from the Wii Virtual Console. So while the PS3 was hard to get, when I was waiting in line, I waited 2 nights in front of Target, and there was only 8 systems, and only 2 of them were the 60 gig versions. A couple days after I got the PS3, I decided I'm gonna try to get the Wii. So I stood in front of Best Buy, and I asked someone how many they had, and they had 80 consoles. 80. So I think I was like maybe number 50 or 60 in line. It wasn't very hard. I just got there in the morning. I waited maybe 3-4 hours and picked one up. Did the Wii live up to the hype though? Yes and no. I think there was some fun games with it, but the motion controls and stuff did end up turning out to be kind of a gimmick because it's just not used that much anymore. And while there are still games that will use it, it's just people don't want to play games like that all the time. And you kind of had to with the Wii, I feel like, for a lot of the games. Some of my favorite Wii games, though, of course, are Twilight Princess. Both the Mario Galaxy games are amazing. Metroid Prime 3 was a lot of fun, and actually at one point I owned Metroid Prime Trilogy, and I sold it back to GameStop? What was I thinking there? One of the dumbest things I've ever done was doing that. I really can't believe it's been 15 years since the launch of the Wii. Mario Kart Wii was a lot of fun, and even though the online on the Wii wasn't great at all, it was still kind of fun to play some of these games online when it worked. But what are some of your favorite memories of Nintendo Wii? I want to hear what your favorite games were and whether you picked one up right away or maybe waited, or if you picked up the PS3 or Xbox 360 instead. At the time the Wii came out, I was really into the IGN forums, so I was always posting on there. I forget my username at the time. But a lot of people, I feel like, if they had the PS3 or Xbox 360, they also had the Wii. So it didn't really feel like it was a competitor to those. It was like everyone had either the PS3 or Xbox 360 and the Wii, if they had a second system. This was just a quick video that I wanted to do on the anniversary, the 15th anniversary of Nintendo Wii. You might see behind me that I got the Lego Nintendo Entertainment System. That video is coming out very soon, so if you aren't subscribed, I encourage you to do so you don't miss out. Anyways, I'm gonna go play with my Wii now. We'll see you around.